freaking legs are so sore from that workout the day before yesterday. I can't even hardly bend over here to get these damn walls rolled up. I am a little late actually getting started this morning. God, it's already 7:47. I typically like getting out here by no later than 7:30. And I've gotten some new squares opened up here on this side of the greenhouse. If you guys have been tuning into any of the previous lives, and yesterday morning I had hoped to actually begin working this dirt up in these new rows that I've gotten open, but I ended up having to do so much work down there with the watermelon and the cantaloupe and the tomatoes and the squash and zucchini and peppers that I just never end up having the time to get to dig any. And then I ended up wore out before I could even pick up a shovel. So this morning, hopefully, I get to get in here and dig some of this dirt up. Hey, good morning back to you, buddy. Look here at that corn, Josh. There's that peaches and cream from, that'd be 2 weeks ago now. And then rows 3 and 4 there are now 1 week old. And then those last 4 rows, you can see those seedlings, hopefully on camera there, starting to sprout up outside of the ground. Hey, Shonda, how you doing? Yeah, dude. Everything's looking good. I'm just trying to eyeball it here myself as I'm getting out here this morning, and you can see there's a difference in a week's worth of growth. And remember, I did go back and reseed some of these the other day. While I'm thinking of it, let me see which ones. That one's still not sprouted. Got 1. I don't see 1 here yet. 2. And I don't see any in that square. 3, 4. So there's 3, 4. 5, I don't see 1 there. Number 5, I don't see 1. Looks like I may need to reseed about 5 more if they don't pop up here in the next day or so. Here, let me just set my bucket with my gloves and my drink in it right there, and we'll go down here and open the rest of this up. I noticed as soon as the door opened, looking really good for the short grow time so far. Yeah. And I swear, whenever that corn starts growing, dude, when you first open that greenhouse door up in the morning, it's got like a different scent inside here when it has corn present, I feel like, than it did whenever I didn't have the corn growing in here. That may sound stupid, and it may just be me and my senses making it up, but I swear, whenever that corn begins growing, it smells a little different in here. Not bad neither, just like almost in a better way. All right, let me go get this door opened up. Definitely have some peppers that I can harvest later. And what's crazy, you know, I got that eggplant the other day, which I did slice that up and put it in the freezer last night. And I got like maybe 4 other eggplant there, all about the same size. And I haven't seen any of those producing just yet. corn stalks and corn have an almost sweet smell to me. Dude, that's what I'm saying. I know I smell something out here whenever that corn's growing. Here they go. Let's see if we can catch them on camera here. Oh, they're making a turn back that way. Oh. Well, thought they were going to come right over the top of us. They usually do. They must be confused right now. They must have lost track of their senses. Hey, if I'm going to be digging, let's go ahead and be mindful and shorten the tripod up here. I was tickled to see Sean O'Malley win the title last night. Where did you get your greenhouse? A company called Scenic Acres High Tunnels. And I probably have between $13,000 and $14,000 total. And that's everything I've been keeping track of. Seed, watering system now. Out of that 13 to 14 grand, the state has reimbursed me approximately about $5,700 of that money. It's wild hearing the geese. They always live right here, right next, well, a couple fields over. Yeah, that's about what I'm at right now. And let me, I'm in deep thought here about something, because typically, if you guys will remember that has joined me in the past on digging these holes, I always dig them down with a short shovel, take dirt out, then come back and re-dig it with the big red shovel. I now believe all that's completely unnecessary, and the short shovel will be sufficient. However, all of my buckets pretty much are full. Let me see if I can gain access to an empty bucket here in order for me to have means of putting some of this dirt inside that I need to shave down off the top of the squares. I've been seeing trees starting to turn colors and leaves falling here. Yeah, you can feel it right here this morning. I mean, the mornings are definitely cooler right now. Well, you know, I got a bucket right here that still has a little bit of room left that I can add a little bit more dirt. So I'll sit it right there. Let me get my gloves. Damn, my legs are so freaking sore. Okay. Grab me a drink here before I get going. So I don't know how many of these I'll get done. Bearing in mind, Tanner, do not overdo it. Do not overdo it. My pec's just now starting to feel a little better. I sure don't need to go re-aggravating it. Let me pull some of this grass. It's driving me crazy looking at it. I need to go around the inside perimeter and pull some of these weeds as well, but I may do that before I go in today. So just got one of my short shovels here that I've used in crawl spaces for years. And I'm just going to take my time and just tap at this dirt. Again, if you guys are unaware, I tore my right pec, right tricep, and right lat. September 14th will be a year. And I'm just now getting to where I'm a quarter of the way worth of shit again. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been worth a shit for this past nearly year. I'm just now getting where I can do like real light workouts. Unfortunately for me, the surgeon said I tore my muscle bellies and they could not operate. They said if I would have snapped them from the bone, they could have performed surgery and fixed me. And I could still remember him saying, he's like, unfortunately, Tanner, he said, you tore your entire muscle bellies. He goes, and I can't fix that. He said, you're going to be looking at a year recovery minimum. And I was like, you got to be kidding me, dude. There's no way it'll take me a year to recover. I'll be damned. We are September 14th, like I said, will be 1 year. Are you not doing crawls anymore? I still do company training and I still do consulting for other home and business owners almost every week. But no, I have not committed to doing any crawl space projects now in probably more than 2 years. I told everyone for a long time in all them videos. I think, you know, a lot of people see my videos and they think I'm just talking shit for sales. You know, especially when they hear me yapping on about, especially those latter years of doing them. I ain't got to be doing these jobs. Y'all better be paying attention because old Tanner ain't got to do none of these jobs. Y'all hear me yelling shit like that all the time. A lot of people thought that was for show. Just shit talk, you know. Oh, damn, he needs all them jobs. I didn't need them jobs the last, I don't even know how many years I was doing them. That's just old greedy Tanner wearing his fucking body out, getting his rocks off by tickling people to death. I mean, dude, I get off on leaving them people. How happy you think them people are in them damn videos when you see me posting them finished video? Just think about it. Them homeowners ain't no different than none of y'all. Them homeowners ain't got access to nobody like me. Them homeowners ain't never had access to anybody like me. And then they finally get somebody like, dude, it's like a phenomenon. They are blown the fuck away. And that in itself, I don't care what project it is that I'm doing, that's what I get off on. Feed the fucking ego, I guess you might want to say. Because guess what? Out of all people that watches them videos, guess who knows that all them projects are better than everybody else's? Right here. You know how come? Because I know there ain't nobody ever got the damn mental fortitude to go under there and put the damn effort into that shit that my dumb ass has done. You gotta be about damn wired plumb out of fucking whack to go in there and do shit like that. So yeah. But no. To answer your question, I ain't out here trying to get no crawl space jobs. No. People starting businesses want me to help them get them going. They want me to help them make money. I can do that. I know that shit inside and out like the back of my damn hand. And a whole lot more value business-wise than just the damn installation part of it. You know what I mean? But no. I ain't trying to get no damn crawl space jobs. I turn them down every single week of the year. A lot of times every day of the week. Now, I do still have my crew, my local crew here that I used here for years, and I do send them leads regularly. However, a lot of these people, unfortunately, once they realize that old Tanner ain't showing up to the party, they're like, oh fuck, Tanner ain't coming, I don't want it done. News flash to everyone that would ever think such a thing. All those last year's worth of projects. You think I was on them job sites every day? Who you think was out selling all them jobs? My crews that I had trained the way I wanted them trained did all of those projects from beginning to end. I showed up to do the inspection, I lined the project up, and I come back and shoot a finished video. Now, did I do that forever? No, I had to do it for many years by myself. But I'm just telling you, them last 3 or 4 years, that's all crews. All that perfection, that's all crew. Why is it so perfect? There ain't no way crew. That's all crews, because them crews knew that I'd come in there and rip all that shit back off the walls. They've seen me do it multiple times. So if you was ever working for me, there wasn't but one thing going to fly, or you wouldn't make it to the next day. I didn't tolerate B's. It's the A team when you working for Tanner. I got to quit talking about this shit. I'm out here to work in the garden. I was sitting here thinking, it's funny, you read my mind, Josh. I'm sitting here ranting and raving, getting wound up, thinking about them damn crawl spaces. And this dirt's hard as hell right now. Now, you know how it is. Usually once I break this surface part, though, it'll start loosening up. I don't even like talking about those fucking crawl spaces. Just talking about them gets me fucking wound up. Hate that shit. There can't be a soul watches that shit that hates it as much as me. I hate that fucking shit. bother me none if I never got back inside of another one in my entire life. Ever again. You want to know the real truth? I'm ashamed to have even be known as the guy that's been in as many of them as I have been in. Think about it. Hey, what you do for a living? Crawl around fucking crawl spaces. You know, getting fucking animal shit on me all day long and fiberglass insulation. Inhaling shit in my lungs is probably killing me. Yeah, I mean, that's the shit I do for a living. Shit that nobody wants to fucking do. No, I never was too big on bragging about that. But I've always taken pride in anything that I've done, so you've seen the results. If I was going to commit to doing it, just like if I'm going to commit to doing anything, you can go ahead and rest assured it's going to get done in ways that you ain't going to find nobody else doing that. This is how I am. I'm going to have to take some of this dirt out of these squares as bad as I hate to. I just now realized, Michelle, don't you and your husband have a crawl space company? Me and you've spoken on here before, right? And you know, let me tell you, I thought you did. Let me tell you what's hard though, Michelle. Now this is probably the realest thing you're ever going to hear me say. Listen close. What's real hard is when you got these people texting you and calling you and leaving you voicemails and sending you emails every single week like I do, begging me to come here, to come there, to do this, to do that. And I ain't taking it. And then I got to lay in bed every night thinking, damn, Tanner, look how much money you ain't getting. Now, is it worth wrecking my body? Y'all see me? Go watch any of my leg workout videos and listen to this right knee. Now, part of that right knee popping's from crawl spaces. Part of that right knee's been from getting caught in knee bars and heel hooks too many times in jiu-jitsu. Old boy heel hooked me real bad one time, fucking cheap shotted me after I knee barred him. And we were fighting for feet. And after I knee barred him and he screamed, I released the knee bar whenever I heard the boy scream. I had his whole damn leg. I could have broke his fucking leg in two. Perfect knee bar. I was on top in guard. I broke his guard and he was like leaving his leg sloppy. And in my mind, I remember seeing it at the corner of my eye. I can still remember. I was like, I wonder if I can hit this knee bar, because I'd really been studying old Ken Shamrock Boss Rutan fight. And whenever Ken hit that beautiful knee bar on him, man, it was beautiful. Anyway, sure enough, I'd ever done in all my years of doing jiu-jitsu. Well, old boy screamed as soon as I put it on him, and as soon as I heard him scream, I released the tension. And as I released the tension, if any of you know anything about jiu-jitsu, keep in mind I've got old boy in a knee bar, so where's my feet at? My feet are up there in his offensive zone if he knows how to do heel hooks and toe holds and foot holds and whatnot. And sure enough, I feel him digging. He's digging for a damn heel hook. He's trying to get my damn toes right there, shit up, and trying to get a damn heel hook on me. After I just released the knee bar, okay? Think about that. Now, I've let this knee bar go because I heard him scream, and now here old Screamer is digging for a fucking heel hook on me. God, I still remember this shit. And I remember thinking, this motherfucker, and I still had his leg right here. I hadn't fully let his leg go, but I'd let the pressure off. But I'd already let pressure off my legs right here where I had his leg pinched where I was pulling at the knee. But I still had his foot right here. I grabbed his fucking toes, come around here, and I fucking cranked his fucking toes. And he goes, ah! And I went to let go. And when I went to let that go, that motherfucker took that heel hook and fucking arched it back and went to finish that heel hook. I fucking yelled. I was like, you motherfucker. Here come Joe run over. He's like, Tanner, calm down. I was like, no. I said, you fucking yanked that fucking heel hook on me, you motherfucker. I said, I could have snapped your fucking leg twice right then. I said, I had your fucking knee bar better than I've ever had a knee bar in my life, and you fucking screamed and I let go. I said, then I put you in a toe hold. You fucking screamed like a little girl, and I let go, didn't I? And he's all that kind of like, and Joe's like, Tanner, if you don't calm down, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I was like, I'm calm, I'm good. I'm good, dude. I'm good, dude. I'm good. And all I want to do was to go with that boy. One morning, I was trying to play good and calm. As soon as we fucking slapped hands, I come in there, boom, boom. I got him down. I jumped in side control. And when I got inside, boy, I pinned his damn wrist down, you know, and I threw him in a damn Kimura. And when I got it on, I didn't just go to tap him. I put that submit on him and I went, wham! I talking about wham! I put that submit on him and I went, wham! I talking about wham! Like out there. He's like, ah! And I was like, oh, my bad. Oh, I didn't mean to. Never seen the motherfucker again. Joe told me he used to be coming to class all the time, that dude. He used to come from the Chattanooga class and stuff. I don't even know who he is. If you're ever watching any of my videos, fuck you, whoever you are. Fucking my leg up that day, pulling that fucking heel hook on me like that bullshit. Which you never could have gotten a fucking heel hook on me in the first place if I hadn't let go of those damn moves. Damn, that makes me so damn mad. So that move in itself right there, my fucking right leg, I probably should have went to the damn guy to MRI on it and tell him what he did. Because at seminars throughout that summer, I would go to put a triangle choke on someone, all right, with this right leg. And you know how when you put your triangle choke on, you gotta get over here and get this over here. This leg right here, I couldn't even like get this down here in position for a triangle choke. And then when I went to put pressure on the triangle choke right here, this right here, bringing this down, dude, it would kill the back of this knee region, whatever. All on account of that fucking. I can remember Helios the neck one time. He's like, squeeze the triangle harder, Tanner. I'm like, I can't squeeze on that leg right now, dude. I hate to wish bad on people, but I'd say I hope I fucked his fucking shoulder up, but ain't no hoping to it. I know I fucked his fucking shoulder up. I ripped that son of a bitch. On purpose, too. Intentionally. Knowing exactly what I was doing when I ripped it. Because that motherfucker knew exactly what he was doing whenever he fucking tore that heel hook on me. You get what I'm saying to you? If you know how to throw heel hooks on people, for real, legit heel hooks, you really know how to do it, then you know how bad them heel hooks fuck people up. Because if you're smart enough to know how to implement that move, you're smart enough to know the dangers of that move. You don't go fucking yanking heel hooks on motherfuckers unless you're trying to hurt them. Yeah, I could only imagine. Oh, you're talking about your... Oh, after... I got you. He said he must be going to jiu-jitsu class. You on your back. What? I was just talking about my damn... We was talking about crawl spaces, and I was talking about how they damn wear your body out, and then I was talking about how you look at any of them damn leg workout videos that I post, and like look at any squat that I do and listen to my right knee every time I go down. There's people always comment, is that your knee popping every time? I'm like, yeah. And that's a mixture of the damn, for years and years of doing damn crawl space jobs. And I was talking about whenever I got a really, really bad heel hook pulled on me one time in jiu-jitsu years ago. And I don't know if it tore my damn ACL or what, but I never did get it checked. And anyways, I was talking about how whenever I would be doing triangle chokes that year, I couldn't even hardly implement the full triangle choke on someone because I couldn't even stand to put pressure on the back of this right leg, right back in here. Like, you couldn't stand for pressure to be on this right here. Dude, it was bad. Oh, yeah. Well, that dude was way bigger than me. But back then, I was way bigger than I am right now, though. But yeah, that dude was pretty damn good. I used to enjoy going with whoever that guy was until he did that shit that day. Dude, I could train with anybody watching this video right now and never hurt you. Never hurt you. Not once. And because I wouldn't be trying to hurt you. You get what I'm saying to you? I know how to train. We could go full spar. I won't hurt you. You know what I mean? Unless you fucking bust me, I'll bust you back. You know what I'm saying to you? So that's how come, especially like, you gotta be careful going with newer people, you know, that ain't never been before or have just started coming. You know, they feel like they got something to prove. Sometimes people don't really know the effects of those moves that they're actually learning to apply. I mean, dude, some of those moves, if you guys don't know, just getting them into position especially to someone that has no flexibility, just putting the move on with no pressure will already have a lot of people tapping. You get what I'm saying to you? So you just add a little pressure to the equation, and now you've got a recipe for disaster. I don't think I've ever seen your leg tattoo. Oh, hell. Well, I ain't got on shorts right now, but these pants are pretty loose. You can see the bottom of it. You can see the bottom of it here. These are Moorish idols. Here's my big octopus. You can see his, see if I can get here on this map and show you. Here's the octopus. Still not finished, but it's badass, so you can tell. And then you can see some of the pink coral. Whoa! You can see some of the pink coral, and then going down to the clownfishes on my feet. And then as we spin to the right here, you're going to see the sea turtle start coming into your vision here. Here's his head. There's his big flipper going all the way down. Maybe if I hold myself up right here, you might be able to see better. There's your sea turtle. Can you see him? And then what's cool is what Dino did with the back, the shell area of the turtle. I'll have to spin around backwards there for you, but watch how his turtle shell transitions into the reef itself where the octopus is coming out of. So that's all the lower leg there. And the upper leg's all sharks. Yeah, shout out to Dino Cook, Sink or Swim, Art Gallery, Marietta, Georgia. Dino Cook. D-E-A-N-O-C-O-O-K. If you guys want to give him a follow. He's very active on Dino's probably most active on Instagram, I would say. Just search his name, Dino Cook, and you'll see the guy with all the crazy ocean tattoos. Yeah, I appreciate that, Digital Curious. Thank you. This man got the inmate specials on. Yeah. Hey, Romple, how you doing, buddy? Thank you, S Christian 56. Appreciate that. Yeah, he's on me all the time about coming down there and getting it worked on some more. I've not had my leg worked on now, and God, it's probably getting close to 2 years. And we're not far from the finish line on it there. I mean, he's gotten it to the point now where, I mean, once I show up now, we don't have to put like any stencils on. I mean, it's just get to fucking work, you know what I mean? And he can really make some progress right now. I just need to make the time to go down there, or I need to make the time to set an appointment to go down there and get it worked on. That's all there are to it. That's a lot of pain to sit through. Telling you guys, I ain't digging these squares down no deeper than this right here. I'm making sure I'm getting this thing worked up to this shovel. Hopefully that will help hold moisture more so in the root region. Like I said, I think I was digging all these other holes down unnecessarily too deep. And I'm going to run with this depth right here on this side. That's what I'm going to do. Walking, talking, art. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you might say that. It's in magazines around your kids when they're young, or they might grow up and get covered in tattoos just like I did. All right. Now, if you guys haven't seen me dig these down before, I want this soil right here, once I'm finished, to be a little bit lower than the actual outside soil height right here around it, so that water stays down inside of this region. They should have saw the live you talked about and showed all your tattoos. Yeah, that day I had on shorts out here. People, I think a lot of people were shocked that day. They're like, holy shit, he's covered in tattoos. Because I usually got on these damn long sleeves and pants. So if you don't happen to catch me out here one day in short sleeves or shorts on, you probably would never know. I don't let them get much sun, I'm telling you. I mean, that's one of the reasons they stay so color for all these years. Most all them tattoos are old. Like I said, I don't let them go out here and get battered in the sun. I may take just a little bit more dirt out of that square right there. Keep in mind now, Tanner, this dirt is going to settle on you once the water starts. Okay, self, note taking. All right. Yeah, I've always liked them too, Thomas. I can't believe I've never seen the legs before. I saw a glimpse when you were showing the lock. I don't know what lock you're talking about. I don't know what I'm going to. I don't know what I'm going to plant here just yet. On this side here, Cassie, I've got like 17 rows in total from those cantaloupe that you see stopping down there. So from that next row from them to right here where I'm working is 17 rows. So I still got a lot of stuff to plant if I ever get all this finished up. V-lock. I don't know. Oh, I got you. The jiu-jitsu. I was like, what lock? I was sitting here like, what lock are you talking about? I didn't know. I'm like, I don't know that I own a lock. My brain was sitting here trying to think about a damn lock. I got something for you to plant, but TikTok don't like it. I hear you, Rumpel. Yeah, you were right, Josh. This dirt. Tell you what. Speaking of this dirt, let me run over here and dump this bucket of dirt real quick around this tree. Sorry about that. These buckets fill up fast. Well, like Bob Ross, I don't know what y'all saying. Oh, I don't have one, Rumpel. I appreciate that, but I don't have one. But I sure do thank you for saying that though. But I don't have one. Maybe I need to get one. I don't know. I've never had one in my life. No, there's always a couple little holes over there where they're digging for moles. So I've usually got access to dump some dirt Well, I tell you what, Josh. Boy, you jinxed me. This surface here, it's like, it's hard as a rock right now. So guys, be mindful of these squares that I am currently breaking up. This is the first time this soil has been broken up here. There's no telling how many years. So as soon as I get the drip lines connected to these particular planting squares, wait and see if we don't have like a meadow mushroom outbreak in pretty much the majority of the squares. I will be shocked if we do not see that happening. You're going to have to get one people are nicer than you think. Yeah, that is nice of you to say that. I mean, I take comments like that to heart. Like, I actually think about shit like that, and I'm like, so if you want to know old Tanner's brain right now thinking out loud, I'm sitting here looking at your comment, Rumpel Senior, you're going to have to get one. People are nicer than you think. And you know what I'm saying in my head? Hey, Tanner, maybe he's right. Maybe old Rumpel's right. Maybe people are nicer than you think, you know? They got to be other good people. Like, you ain't the only good fucking person out here in this world, Tanner. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going through my mind right now, word for word. I missed the comment, Josh, and digital, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. Have to install drips to soften the ground for I was thinking that too. I was like, well, I was sitting there, I was like, damn, I should put the damn water on these things first. But then that damn line gets in my way, though, you know. And I appreciate that, Rumpel. Yeah. No, that's good. You know, see, you even putting comments like that out here into the damn world, man. See, that's good. See, I try to do the same shit, make people feel good. So I appreciate it when it's, you know, done for me as well. So, yeah, man, thank you. I don't put that bucket right in your way. So, yeah, that's good, Rumpel. If I had one, I'd tell you, buddy. But I don't have one. Good people got to take care of each other. We are a dying race. No, I believe that too. When you find them, you better identify them and store that away because, you know, it ain't like they're out here a damn dime a dozen. Did y'all ever finish the Catch 'em All fishing koi pond? I couldn't find the final video. Well, the final video, I showed a glimpse of the final because where did we go after that? Now you got my brain, Alan. I'm going back to Florida when we did all those pond builds down there for those YouTube boys. And the first build, damn, I believe Catch 'em All was the first build. And then I think it was. And then Franklin with Raw Fishing, RAWW Fishing. And I would say that there is a finished shot of the Catch 'em All pond build inside of the Raw Fishing pond build. Just put Raw Fishing pond build Tanner Flowers. And if I didn't put the finished glimpse of the Catch 'em All pond in the Raw Fishing pond video, then I put it in the Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch pond build video. So the first koi pond that we did for Blake at the front of his house up there. Did they pay or was it just for networking? I'm not sure the exact details on what Mr. Whitstock had with those boys. I don't know the details on that. I was asked by Mr. Whitstock himself to attend those ponds and do what I do. And you guys probably that have been following me for any time at all know, or any time at all now know what I do, and that's run my damn mouth. So I was just down there running my mouth in a positive light, trying to promote old boy's business in a positive manner, like I just said. Made friends with a lot of people. Can still call up any of them guys right now on the phone, and I guarantee you they'll answer immediately. Probably had more in common personally, given that I've always had reptiles growing up and animals my entire life. Me and Blake hit it off a whole lot back then. That's back like 2000. Was it 2018 or 2019? That may have been 2019. I'm not sure. No. That was 2018. That was probably December of 2018. Man, time flies, don't it? It's been nearly 5 years ago. Okay, you know Raw? Yeah. Yep. Franklin. He's a nice kid, very smart kid. Franklin was one of the first people that ever really blew my mind away at the YouTube income. Have you ever planted a plant and been proud of the plant? You plant almost every single one of them, David. Yeah, that video was 4 years ago. Yeah. Yep. Those were all pretty cool builds. We did all those really fast. I don't know why, but I pictured Captain Planet saying that. Hey, Romple, I don't remember that theme song almost word for word. Captain Planet, he is our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Gonna help them pollute thunder. Bad guys who like to pollute thunder. Can't remember the exact words, but we're the Planeteers, and you can be one too, 'cause saving our planet is the thing to do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Hear what Captain Planet has to say. The power is yours. You remember that? You know what theme song I used to like hearing during the day? Was that where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? She goes from Nashville to Norway down into Sao Paulo, where she'll travel to Czechoslovakia, fight back. Then she'll Rix and tell me where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? A bunch of my buddies laugh at me that was born in the 80s, but I'll be like, hey, did y'all used to watch damn PBS in the mornings, you know, Sesame Street and all that shit? A lot of them be like, oh, yeah. I'm like, it only ran for a couple seasons, but any of y'all remember old cartoon, it wasn't really a cartoon, but old kid show called Zoobly Zoo? Not many remember it, but damn, I like those Zoobly Zoo now. I still remember that shit. Every time I used to be getting mad and them damn crawl spaces, boy, I start singing that damn Zoobly Zoo song to calm me down. Everyone up, everyone in. Time for the fun to begin. Dun, 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 dun. Come along with us to Zoobly Zoo. Zoobly Zoo. Magic and wonder are waiting for you. So come on with us now and discover the wonder of you. Let's introduce the Zoobos to you. I'm Mayor Ben. I'm here to lend a helping hand. I'm Builder Beaver. I build things on command. There's daring and adventure when lookout comes to call. And a kangaroo named Widget who puts music to it all. My name is Van Gogh. Just color me fun. Then you will shout bravo once the show has begun. Everyone spread the news. There'll be so much to see and do. Just say cockatoo when you're in Zoobly. Zoobly, 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 Zoobly. Magic and wonder are waiting for you. So come on with us now and discover the wonder of you. Welcome to Zoobly Zoo. Oh, that was just good old clean entertainment right there. I like Schoolhouse Rock, doing Capitol Hill song. Shit, I don't remember. Oh, Fraggle Rock. Now I remember Fraggle Rock. Wash your cares away. Wash your cares away. Now the Fraggle Rock. I can't remember all the words, but wash your cares away. Well, I can remember a lot of them damn theme songs from them shows back then, guys. Alf. Now, I can't remember his damn theme music, but yeah, I used to watch Alf. I liked Alf. Yeah, those were the good old days. Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know, ways to grow, a reading rainbow. Boy, y'all got me back in the damn 80s right now, don't you? What are we in now, the late 80s? I think they did have a damn wishbone. Hey, I appreciate that, Digital Curious. Shit, I'm just a big old kid at heart. Shit, did y'all used to watch Fox 61, or did y'all even have Fox 61 in y'all's damn neck of the woods? The Fox 61 Kids Club? Maybe that was just a local station we had here out of Chattanooga. Hell, I can still remember their commercial. And they did commercial for Lake Winnebagoa. I can remember that. Hey, one time, the Fox 61 Kids Club, they had a damn, where you could send in your name or whatever. You had to mail it in, and they were going to do a drawing, and the winner was going to get a copy, a VHS copy of The Great Mouse Detective, back whenever that new movie was like just being released for sale or whatever. And this is what I did as a kid. Nobody made me do this. I asked my mom if I could get like a bunch of envelopes and stamps, and she's like, yeah, why, son? I was like, listen to this. I'm talking about a kid now. I think it's pretty smart. I was like, because if I send in a whole bunch of them, I'll have like more of a chance of winning if I got like a whole bunch of my name, in the pot. She's like, okay, son. So every time how many envelopes she let me mail in, I mailed in a bunch, with all my name. And sure enough, I won a damn copy of that Great Mouse Detective movie back then by doing that. Probably spent more money in envelopes and stamps of my mama's than the movie even cost if we'd have just went to damn Walmart and bought it. I remember watching that show in elementary school almost every day, first period. Would you ever consider doing gardening YouTuber? What do you mean, would I ever consider doing gardening YouTuber? I post some of these live videos on there. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. I'm not the best video editor guy, comes to find out, and I'm kind of like, all my videos are probably as simple as a man can make them. All I know how to do really is like trim and split and duplicate. Sometimes I'll make a duplicate copy of a clip to put maybe at the beginning of a video. I don't do that much here on TikTok, but I do it on YouTube to make like a 30-second or so teaser, or 30-second or so teaser for the video that's incoming for the viewer. But other than that, I ain't never figured out how to do like music and all that stuff. It seems like they always demonetize anything of mine that even has sounds in it of any kind. So I don't know how to do all that, really. I'll just keep sharing some of this stuff on here, possibly. I've shared some of these live videos. There's no telling how much good content has gotten shared inside these live videos to the person that may be interested in this stuff. I think you got some potential. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I'm being serious with you. Thank you, Alan. You could even do TikTok and be huge on there eventually. Well, that's what we're on right now, Alan. These TikTok lives. Do the TikTok lives not help people? I don't know. I've been doing a live video, not every single day on here, but probably almost every single day I've been doing a live video on here for a while now. I don't know. I'll be doing right in the middle of a video and they'll shut me down and suspend me for a day, and then every single time oh, we're sorry, after further review you did not go against our community guidelines. Of course I didn't. I never have, not a single time. And so I don't know. What I'm going to share with you, every time they have done that maneuver to me, every time they've shut down my live stream for some bullshit, and then come back to only apologize for, oh, we're sorry, that was bullshit. Yeah, I knew it was bullshit whenever it happened. But every time they have done that, it seems like it pumps the brakes. I could be wrong, but I'm just telling you. It was just a couple of weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, Josh could tell you, because he even commented about it one day. I was probably low range of views for every video, 3,000 to 5,000 views minimum. They shut me down during a live stream.
only to let me back on like the next day, but the videos went from getting 3,000 to 5,000 minimum to 200 to 300. Think I didn't notice that? I mean, others noticed it as well. So I don't know how it really works, dude, but it is what it is. Yeah, I meant more of the clips, but this is pretty awesome too. I like the lives better. I like the interaction on the lives personally because, hell, I just like talking to you guys. You know, I mean, you cool people anyway. Maybe not everybody. At least 98% of days since started the garden. Yeah, I've been coming on here live like. And what's crazy is, so like all them, I know we're not talking about business and stuff typically, but all those phone consultations and stuff I do, those start at 500, and I do them regularly. And I think about that sometimes to myself. I'm like, you give more time to them people you like talking to during them live videos than you do these people that's paying you to talk to you. Now, y'all probably don't even know that. Think about what I just said to you. I've given away way more of my time right here for free. Not that it's worth anything, I'm just telling you. And yet I charge $500 for a damn phone call. Think about that. But now that's specific related information, you know, that we're discussing whenever we're doing stuff like that, doing those consultations and trainings. But still, I'm like, I have donated a lot of time, but hey, if I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't continue doing it. So that's it. Because I sure ain't making no damn bunch of money. You get what I'm saying to you? So if you're thinking, I wonder how much money he's made doing all these live videos, I think TikTok put $60-something into my PayPal account the other day. Woo! 60-something bucks, baby. So I mean, I'm rolling in it over here, guys. I mean, this TikTok income, it's huge. It's big. I'm pushing $15 a week right now on average, guys. I don't even know what hog will buy just yet, but I'm eager to start buying. I've been in here on the hunt, baby. Ferraris, Lambos, it's coming. You know, we got to start somewhere. Did y'all see Deb whistling Diesel catch that Deb Ferrari on fire? Oh, my God. Hey, thank you, Alan. One day I hope I make it from mentor to a consultant. Sounds profitable. Well, let me give you an example on that. I'll share some real numbers with you. So one of my last trainings I did, that was a 4-day training event, right? And that was $10,000 plus all of my travel. I'll share the real numbers with you guys. So 10 grand, you're thinking, just hold that number. So how much money did Tanner get? 10,000, because they paid for all my flights, rental car, hotel, whatnot, bought me food. So I had $10,000. 4 days, okay? $2,500 a day. You might be thinking, and you may, it's all about perspective, guys. Some people may hear that, 10 grand in 4 days, holy shit. Some people wouldn't even get out of bed for 10 grand in 4 days. You think I'm kidding with you? It's different perspectives, guys. But the old Tanner Flowers, 10 grand in 4 days, that's pretty damn good money, right? But that's 4 days that I'm gone, really 5, almost 6 days, because I arrived the day before and I don't typically fly out till the day after. So I'm usually gone a total of 6 days away from my family when I go conduct one of my company training events. The information that I'm teaching those people how to do will not only enable those people to be better than everyone they could ever think of trying to compete against them, so they're getting that. But those jobs typically never go under 20 grand. Most of them are over 30 grand. All of those jobs based on my worksheet will yield a business owner, depending on their number of employees, a minimum of 50% profit, meaning if you sell a $20,000 job, you are to put 10 grand in your pocket. So for me to go give away 6 days of my life away from my family, which I don't care about ever leaving, to make $10,000 that you could then in turn go make profit on in one fucking sale. That's how come this last one I went back onto my website and changed everything to a $20,000 minimum. Now, if they want me to leave this house right here and fly out to wherever, they'll pay me a minimum of 20 grand, minimum, or I ain't coming. And you might be like, fuck, 20 grand, ain't nobody gonna pay that. That's fine. I don't care if they don't. You see that? You understand what I'm saying to you? Think about the mental logic here, guys. I don't care if they fucking ever hire me to do a goddamn training event ever again. But if they want me to come do a goddamn training event for them to become better than anyone that they could ever think of competing against, you're going to pay me 20 grand minimum or I ain't coming. And that next one for 20 grand might be the last one I do for 20 grand. You get what I'm saying to you guys? So that's how it works. Yeah, that's what she told me, and that's fine. Hey, I'm glad you just said that, because you remember that's exactly what she said. I don't even want to go into thought about that story because it makes me sad. But we was out there in front of my parents' house. Boy, she was hugging me, squalling, and I was getting ready to move to Sarasota, Florida. And as she was holding me, I can still remember her crying. And when she said it, I can't write that, but she said, "We didn't raise you up to lead, son. We didn't raise you up to lead." She gone now, though. They all gone. They all gone. Some, I don't even say that. Ain't nobody's business. They all gone. It's me and mine. They're all gone. We'll leave that at that. Appreciate you remembering that, though, Josh. That's cool of you. I was the only one that ever moved away. I moved back, but I was the first one to ever move away, and nobody could believe I did it. Not that that's a big deal, but it was in my family. I used to travel, but now Montana definitely has a higher value now. That's what I'm saying. That's right. I mean, thinking about the money that I'm leaving on the table by not going and doing these jobs, you might be like, well, I thought you had a local crew that can do it. Let me share some other information with all you people. It don't matter how good you can do these jobs. I'm going to say that again. It doesn't matter how well you can do any fucking job. I don't care if you're the goddamn best that's ever existed. If you don't possess the capabilities of securing those opportunities and landing those projects for you to go out here and showcase your skills, you ain't worth shit. And yes, do I give leads away? Absolutely. Do people make money off me? Absolutely. Do they give me a 15% kickback? They fucking better. I'll never send them another. But can those people that I'm sending leads to secure jobs like old Tanner Flowers? Have I ever seen anyone in my fucking life ever be able to secure any of those projects as I have? Why is that? I know the answer. Whoever the homeowner is, if they talking to whoever and they get a chance to talk to me, who do you think they're going to want to do business with? Especially if it's pertaining to something that they've been watching videos of me doing for years. I can go ahead and tell you the answer to that too. You may not want to know the answer to that, but if they get a chance to talk to old Tanner and it's anything pertaining to what Tanner does, they want Tanner. You can rest assured. All I got to do is commit. You think I'm bright? I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm just letting you know. All I got to do is commit and the money's there. Because them people know I ain't going to fuck them. Not only am I not going to fuck them, they know old Tanner ain't going to be happy unless them people are just, oh my God, Tanner, I can't believe you've done all of this. That's what I'm at. I'm not after, oh, Tanner, that looks pretty good. No, that ain't what Tanner does. Tanner don't do pretty good. Tanner does, oh my God, Tanner. I make people fucking cry. They're so happy. You think I'm kidding? You don't know how many people over the years are in tears when I go show them finished videos. Blows my mind. I got you, Digital Curious. Sorry to hear about that. I can relate. makes it harder if they're still here. I remember us talking about it last time, and you telling the story, and really remembered that part. Yep. That was one of the biggest moments in my life. Think about that. Oh, poor boy from Cleveland, Tennessee, never been out of Cleveland, Tennessee, ain't never been told nothing in his whole goddamn life but to get a fucking job and work fucking overtime. That's all I was ever taught from the time I was old enough to be taught shit. Get me a fucking job somewhere with retirement. And then old Tanner, hearing an old Jewish man down there in Atlanta, Marietta. Tanner, I want to put you on the Gold Coast. I'm like, what the fuck's the Gold Coast, man? It's Sarasota, Florida, Tanner. That's where all the fucking money's at, Tanner. You'll go down there, you'll make so much money, Tanner. He'd hit his chest, Mr. Olstein. Old Tanner's eating every word of it. I was, Gold Coast, money. Yeah, I want to go. Hell, I couldn't wait to go. That's how it all came to be, man. Lots of rain this year. Yeah, lots of cucumbers. Mine are about done for over here right now. I need to cut them on down probably. And yeah, Tanner. That's exactly how he talked. Mr. Olsen, Tanner, you know how come you haven't gotten along with all these other guys? And I was like, no, I know that one's a fucking smart ass. Tanner, it's because you're a rooster, Tanner. R-O-O-S-T-A-H, rooster. I was like, oh fuck, I'm a fucking rooster. That's funny. I told y'all I got to call him up a few months back and talk to him. That was something. That old man opened my eyes a lot to life. You know, you'll always hear people talking all that mumbo jumbo about how you got to get outside of your comfort zone to really grow in life. That's all true, guys and girls. It's all true. If I hadn't ever decided to go do all that shit, who knows what I'd be doing right now. I tell you what, if I was still working at McKee Bakery, second shift like I was back then, we had to work Sunday through Thursday because they're Seventh-day Adventists, so they don't work Saturday, you know. So with it being Sunday, my ass would be in there right now already dreading going to work here in a couple hours. So that used to be my life every Sunday. And I ain't forgot it, not 1 second. I ain't never forgot where I came from, guys. I'm not planting anything yet. I'm just trying to get everything prepared to plant. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up exactly what I'm going to plant over here. Once I get all this dirt worked up, I will have to connect the individual water drip lines to each of the planting squares. I typically don't like getting more than about 3 rows ready in a row before I do all the drip lines, because believe it or not, that poking that hole and pushing those in there, by the time you do about 3, there's 12 squares per row. Dude, you'll have your fingertips wore plumb out. One day I had like 8 rows in a row to do. That was in the very beginning. I learned real quick. I'm like, damn, Tanner, don't set yourself up to have to install water lines to more than about 2 to 3 rows max at any given time. So right now, I just finished cutting these squares out, I think day before yesterday. And I had aimed to dig some of them like I'm doing right now yesterday, but got caught up working on other stuff down here. Hey, you too, Digital Curious, and I didn't get to dig any. I drove an RSX the other day, made me think of your story about yeah, my 2002 Acura RSX Type S. It's 1,600 miles on it. Well, it had no miles on it when I bought it, but when I blew it all to hell, it had 1,600 miles on it. I'm trying to decide what for fall too. Lettuce, spinach, herbs. That's what I want to do, some lettuces and spinaches if I can. Lafer 30. That's what I'm hoping to do. I like to be able to come out here and pick enough greens or whatever to go inside and have like a fresh salad. I definitely want to plant some onions if it's not too late. Would love to get some potatoes in the ground. I never have grown me some potatoes out here. And hell, I love potatoes. So I'm just, like I said, I'm not 100% sure just yet on what I'm going to be planting. But you're already thinking along the same lines as me, yes. Lettuces, greens, you know, I don't know, maybe some kale. I got seeds for everything inside there. Shit, I got cauliflower seed, broccoli seeds, mustard greens, shit. Pretty much whatever you can think of. I live in Cleveland, Tennessee. This one needed a motor too, but wasn't bad as yours. It just had a rod knob. Hey, that was a good little car. Had the Bose sound system in it. Had the Porsche front seats. I still remember most of the specs. That was a fun little car. Especially in 2002. How old was I? I was 20-year-old. I was 20-year-old. I thought I was hot shit rolling around in that car right there. Old 20-year-old Tanner. Well, old 20-year-old Tanner, son, I thought I'd come rolling up on all them girls in that RSX. They see that Type S. I hit them with that old two-finger wave. This right here. All day long. All day long. Oak Ridge. Hey, shout out to Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge, Oak Ridge, Oak Ridge. Closer to, like you're going to Knoxville. I ain't never been there a whole lot. I tell you what, that place fascinates me, though, that you guys have there. The underground city. The, whatever, the Oak Ridge, whatever that is, power, I don't even know. Fucking Oak Ridge, you know, the Oak Ridge thing. I tried to grow broccoli last year, but didn't realize they get so big. Dang, how big do they get? Nuclear, yeah. So, I've known people in the past that have had Q clearance there. And of course, they never have been able to tell me like any of the damn top secrets by any means. They don't want to lose none of their stuff. But, I've heard some very, very fascinating facts about that place. And stuff that I'm very interested in. Pertaining to Nikola Tesla. And the knowledge that, you know, he always spoke about and everything. And anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff about Oak Ridge. Houses one of the largest supercomputers in the world. I forget the name of that computer that they have there, but that place is very, very fascinating. Never been myself. Would love to maybe one day get to. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't even never let me see none of the damn cool shit that I'd like to see. But I'd like to know some. I'd like to see some of the real cool shit, if that makes sense to you. Yeah. I've read a lot about it. My friend's an engineer at one of the dams here locally, and I asked him just a week before last. I said, hey, will they ever let you bring me in there and show me around the inside of that dam? He's like, yeah, I can bring you in there sometime. I was like, well, hell, let me know. I'd like to go up there and look at all that shit one day. Museum of Science and Energy. Why, is that there? I was a welder for the AEP power plant here. Power plants are a wild setup inside. One of my friends does all the electric work for the entire East Coast, including what we're talking about. Yes, okay. Yeah. And I'm talking about the energy that they ain't never told us about. The energy that they keep disclosed from us. The old energy. The energy that doesn't require the power lines. The ether. You would be shocked to hear what I've... And you may know way more than me, but... And if you know, you already know. We ain't got to say no more. I'm telling you, I've been pulling all them corn plants and their root systems. This right here is plenty deep enough. There's no telling how much unnecessary work I cost myself going back and digging all them squares down. I always get teased I glow in the dark. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Seems like you do. I thought you did. Yeah. When they finally, or if they ever come out with all that information, and it becomes known that more than 100 years of falsified history was told to us for the sole purpose of profit. You know, for people to be able to profit off of us. I mean, how are people going to take that? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably don't know what we're talking about. Maybe best we don't talk about it too much. Because those conversations really send them down the rabbit hole. If people only knew a quarter of the real facts, they'd lose their shit. And probably all of us. Few people like me, you know, we really think we're fucking smart. Boy, we're smarter than everybody else. But damn, hell, we don't know shit, dude. We only know what they've let us know. That's all we know. So for everyone who ever thinks you're so damn fucking smart just like I do, dude, we only know what we have been allowed to know, what we have been purposely, intentively taught to know. Makes sense? You know, people get so happy over this knowledge that they gain, and I'm like, who do you think allowed you to get that knowledge? Because if it was knowledge that they didn't want out here, it wouldn't be out here for us to get. God, I got into a big dinosaur conversation the other day with an attorney buddy of mine. He likes dinosaurs, and I don't know what brought it up, but again, it was one of my attorney buddies, and we were talking about dinosaurs, and he's like, yeah, I've always been fascinated by dinosaurs. I go, you know, I always was too. You got to think about it. I grew up as a kid in the damn Jurassic Park era and all this stuff, and we go on field trips to dinosaur museums and whatnot. If you haven't ever done it, research the whole entire dinosaur industry a little bit. Oh, yeah. Research the old dinosaur industry a little bit on how it was started, and then follow that timeline and look at all those business moves that were made in chronological order. Pretty wild stuff, pretty wild stuff. It's crazy what people will do for a money. You know, if you hired me and my job was to provide all of you watching with real life pictures and photos of whatever it is that you're paying me to provide you real photos of, and then imagine me becoming the largest tax-sucking entity known to mankind, right? And my only job is to provide you with real photos of what it is that you're paying me to provide. Now imagine me being this large tax-sucking parasite, right? More tax money is coming to me than anybody else. And I've been sucking this tax money from you now for over 40 fucking years, right? Richest of the rich. And guess how many real pictures I've ever shown you? Ooh, what if 0 was the answer? What if the only images that I've ever shown to any of you had been computer-generated images, photoshopped images? What would you think about me? Huh? Where would my credibility lie with all of you once that became known? Well, what if my name was NASA? Because that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know? You know, one of the smartest people that was recruited from World War II whenever they took down Germany was Werner von Braun. Like, one of the top, the guy, right? They put him over NASA. Many of you may know that, many of you may not. Oh, man. Whew. If you ever get any buddies inside the military high up, they know some real stuff. I got friends that retired nuclear submarine people to this day. I'm talking about these people are old, will not tell me how deep them submarines went. I'm like, you ain't got to tell me. I already know because you won't tell me. That means they got to go way, way, way deeper than anything that we could ever fathom out here in the public. And he'll just grin. And I'm like, I tell you what else that tells me. They ain't no telling what's down there that you can't tell me nothing about. And they just grin again. So I'm just telling you, there's no telling what's down there underneath that water. I've researched all that, Alan. I went down the whole flat earth wormhole years ago, back whenever it wasn't that popular to go down it. And, you know, I ain't into religion. But I got that religious book that's most popular here in North America memorized more so than anybody that I've ever met. And yeah, I know that it speaks of it. And just because if it speaks of it doesn't mean that it's the damn source behind it. All religions have been written by someone. That thing could have existed before any of our known religion ever came to be. And if it does exist, I'm saying if it is true, then of course there goes the moon landing in the 60s, okay? But you know, today they say one of the main reasons we can't go to the moon again is because of the Van Allen radiation belts. People couldn't go through them. Although they could back in the 60s or whatever it was. Bullshit. So if you can't go out and you can't come in, that means all of this technology that we are seeing, that we are being told today is UFOs and whatnot. You know, it's all over the news. I heard Dan Pena talking almost 2 years ago. He said, be paying attention in the upcoming year. There's going to be alien attacks. They're going to start doing UFO news all over. He was saying this shit. Dan Pena, P-E-N-A, Business Dan. Over 2 years ago, he was talking about all this shit. So anyways, if that shit is true, Alan, that means any technology found here has already existed here, is from here, and has already been here. Lost technology that we don't know how to operate. Technology that's been found that they've been trying to back engineer, just as Bob Lazar said, forever and ever and ever. Oh, dude. God, the moon landing is probably one of the easiest ones if anyone's got any logical sense at all to them. If they start researching that for any given amount of time at all. And think about how many popular songs that we know word per word speak of it. You see, these people think that it's okay to do a lot of this stuff to us as the common public if they talk about it to us in, say, songs, music, television. You always see, you think it's coincidence that the Simpsons always predict most everything? No, that's all. I don't even like talking about all this stuff. Anyway. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. I mean, dude, come on. Dude, watch the interviews of those fucking quack jobs that supposedly went. Oh my God. That's you're believing right. Dude. Okay. Alan, have you ever researched Nikola Tesla at all? And I'm legitimately asking. And that goes for anyone listening right now. Because if you ever researched Nikola Tesla, you would quickly find how the man created earthquakes out in Alaska, from all the way over here on the east coast of America. The damn buildings, they thought the buildings was coming down. Bridges. He had a death ray. Killed snakes and stuff out in public with the death ray, just showing people that it would work. And they said, would that work on humans? He said, they didn't ever want to even use that technology for that. But dude, whenever they took all this stuff down, come on, man. Then look at over there at Maui. Right, I don't even want to talk about all that, dude. But dude, look at some of them houses was saved. And then, oh my God, right up next to all the other ones that was, come on. And what's crazy, Alan, is that when you start researching him, he always said, I didn't create any of this stuff. All of this stuff that you see that I have, y'all are saying I've discovered, is information that I had access to in the lost archives, whenever he was a kid, you'll see he was real bad sick. His daddy was like his priest guy, and he would used to bring him to the damn whatever with him. And he got to go study. He loved reading. They let him go damn read around in the lost archives and shit. I mean, that's how the story goes anyway. Oh, who isn't curious about that? Man, I wish we knew. But yeah, I love all that stuff too, man. All the pyramid stuff. There ain't no telling how many civilizations people have come and gone that we know nothing about. There's no telling how old those damn pyramids really are. Wow. Nor who did it. Man. Nobody knows how they did it. Crazy. I'd like to see what all is underground over there that they don't let people go explore yet. All these underground cities and stuff fascinate me. And I guess more fascinating to me about the underground cities and stuff that they found is the thought of logic as to why these civilizations chose to build into the earth. What was their reasoning for doing so? Why did they need to go so deep? What were they trying to get away from? Was it weather, events? What was it? Was it wars? I don't know. No, I don't believe so neither, Ellen. See, you know about all that melted brick and rock and everything too, Josh. So that's what I'm talking about. Tesla talked about his death ray forever ago, okay? So, I've seen stories about like people that have like ships years ago would have like these these natural weapons, just like huge magnifying glasses up there on the tops of the land up there, like where the lighthouses would be, and they could shine them out and destroy ships incoming and stuff like that. I've read stuff like that. I don't know how true any of that is, but yeah, I mean, we've all messed with magnifying glasses and burned our initials into tree stumps and started fires and whatnot. So just think about what a tiny little magnifying glass does in our hands. Now just upscale that capability. Come on. Oh yeah, dude. I'm telling you, there ain't no telling what's in that ocean. No telling what's in that ocean. I'm more interested though with what is in Antarctica. What's so crazy about Antarctica that the entire world signed a treaty not allowing anyone to ever go over there and explore other than the tourist destination areas in that one kind of small centrally located area, I guess you might want to say, that one common area that most trips all go to and do their cruises by. Antarctica is really, really, really fascinating to me. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm familiar with all that stuff. And that one there, hey, you know what, guys? I may ought to try to do this one row and let this set in on this pec and tricep and stuff and see how it's going to feel tomorrow, instead of committing to doing all these rows and then end up crying in the middle of the night tonight. But yeah, something's up with that one for real. And then I love all this information we see on TikTok about these old maps that they find, with like a lot of land. Who knows what's real and what's not. But damn, could you imagine if there's all that land out there beyond us? That would be so wild. And if there is, imagine if that information ever really gets out. What if the information's always been there? Again, and that information has simply been suppressed from us, the common public. Information that we've not been given access to. That's the kind of information I'm more into these days, is the information that they don't want us having access to. And I don't have any purpose for knowing it. I just my brain's always entertained by new thoughts, you know, that I've never contemplated before. Some new interesting, so whenever I get some new interesting thoughts going through my brain that require me to think in ways that I haven't ever thought before, hell, I find that entertaining, and I like thinking on shit like that. But that's just me talking.
I like to find just one box of hidden information just to see some. Yeah, I do.
Shit, I'd like to find some old historical books from like the 1700s. That's what I wish. Shit, I'd like to find some old historical books from the early 1800s. Real ones, not like, I'm sure all those old books are probably already mainly been put away from us having access to them, though. No telling how many libraries are sealed up in vaults right now that, you know, we'll never have access to. I mean, all you gotta do is think in terms of logic. What if you were the ruler of a country and you're going around conquering other territories and whatnot, and after you conquer these territories, your sole purpose is to inject your rule, your religions, your laws, everything, your history. So when you come in and take over these territories, civilizations, what have you, you're free at will to, you're the artist at that point. You can draw whatever history you want to be known for all these people to preach
in the years coming thereafter. So, DoorDash, they don't come out here. Well, you know, I don't know if they come out here or not. I never have tried. Congratulations on the free breakfast. I bought a Freemason Bible from early 1800s just for history. It's crazy how. Oh, you really got one?
Shit, they tell what you might have access to up there with some of them older people in them mountains. I say they got some damn tales. I tell you who I'd like to really talk to, that if they would ever really, really talk to me, like and I'm talking about like really get deep, will be like some real Indians. We mean real Indians. I mean real Indians, the damn Indians that they got their reservations here, you know what I'm saying? That ain't part of the United States of America. Real Indians. I wish one of them would ever take a liking to me and realize that I'm a damn good fella. And then I just like to talk about all that stuff, and as someone that's interested in their history, because man, they got to know stuff about the earth and stuff like what we're doing right now, man, that none of us know about. Yeah, I'd like to befriend some Indians. That didn't mind going deep into discussion.
Yeah, it's set in my living room as we speak. I'll send you some pictures of it. Wow. Been going live for 90 minutes. Damn, it don't seem like it. But it's already 9:16. I guess I have. At Our Family's Cabin, you can go dig arrowheads and pottery and everything. It was a camp back in the day.
Yeah, dude. They were in touch with the land. Damn, I've already filled this bucket up again right here. They were at one with the land, weren't they? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Damn, I've only got 6 done. I'm going to have to go dump another bucket of dirt real quick. Where I live now is an Indian burial ground on a hill and huge cave system. Damn, I stepped right in one of them squares. I just worked so hard on breaking it up. Yeah, hell, ain't telling how many artifacts are around you then. My town started as a fort town back in the day when they was running all them. Wow. Woo! Break that back up a little bit where I just stepped into it a little bit. Put that bill back down, you know that means business. They mainly wanted all the land here because it's nothing but coal fields in this area. Well, I wonder if they'll even use coal much in the future. Are they still mining a lot over there where you live, or did they shut them operations down? I thought they shut a lot of them towns' operations down. We produce coke here for steel making. We are usually always booming. Oh, that's good. That's good. I don't know what coke is other than the drink. Or did you mean coal? You may have meant coal. It says coke. You talking about my granny telling me that, Josh, whenever I was moving away, how they didn't raise me up to leave. Every day I was sitting there and look at all them tomatoes in there on that countertop right now that are green and red and yellow and orange, you know, all ripening up at different stages. And I just giggle to myself thinking about if they could walk in that house right now, her and Papa, and see all that shit. Like, Dad, you do all that? I was like, yeah. I grew all that. They'd get a kick out of that. I know they would. I know they sure would. It's a form of coal they superheat to leach out the steel materials. Oh. So I guess you did mean to type whatever you typed. Whew. Warming up out here. Right now, telling you, I'm feeling it. My damn legs are still sore as hell from that workout Friday. So being bent over like this ain't helping matters none. My parents, church friends, adopted 2 Indian children back then. Man, that was good. Man. You know, that's a prime example of what we were just talking about a minute ago, about when people come in and take over territories, civilizations, or whatnot, and then they start teaching their own literature and their own history and what have you. Just look at them. They ain't been running around teaching us the Indian indoctrination our whole lives, have they? Hell no. But they supposedly was here first, right? Yeah. So that just proves what I'm saying here. So every person, depending upon where they live, where they come from, were taught histories and supposed facts pertaining to the victorious winners who at one point engaged in combat over said territory. And that's just how it goes. Wow, burned 24/7. But I know now. Gotcha. Are you not getting ready to replant a bunch of stuff too, Josh, up there in your garden? Or do you not grow in the winter? Well, you're growing outside though, ain't you? I can't remember if you said you had you a little greenhouse or not. I was thinking you said you had you a small greenhouse. Could be making that up though. Headed down south to the land of the pine. Grow outside on most, but I started my fall onions and things about 2 weeks ago.
Man, I need to get me some onions started.
Headed down south to the land of...
Maybe that's what I should plant in these first couple rows here if I can ever get them worked up.
Headed down south to the land of the pines. From my way into North Carolina. Staring at the road and pray to God I see headlines. I made it down the coast in 17 hours. Picking me a broomhead dogwood flies, and I'm hoping to ride. I can see my baby tonight. So rock me and mama like a wagon wheel. Rock me and mama any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me and mama like the wind and the rain. Rock me and mama like a southbound train. Mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England. I was born to be a feather in old time string band. My baby plays a guitar. I pick a banjo now. Oh, North Country winds keep a getting me. I lost my money playing poker, so I had to up and leave. But I ain't a turning back. Living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. You're working on building a greenhouse. Hopefully be done this winter in downtown.
That'd be cool. I hope you get it done. You might get yours done before I get all this shit right here done. Hey, I better wash my feet behind me. Remember, I got that damn ant mound back here. I'll be getting my damn ass lit up with ant bites here in a minute if I ain't careful. Walking due south out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long tote. He was headed west from the Cumberland Gap, Johnson City, Tennessee, and I gotta get a move on, pray for the sun. I hear my baby calling mommy, man, I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like the sunshine train. Hey, mama, rock me. Last night I dug your picture out from our own dresser drawer. I set it on the table, talked to it till 4. I read some old love letters right up till the break of dawn. At night I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. And I went through the closet, found some things in there, like that pretty negligee that I bought you to wear. And I recall how good you looked each time you had it on. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Well, I'm a digging up bones, I'm a digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. Well, I'm resurrected memories of a love that's dead and gone.
Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I went through the jewelry, I found our wedding rings, put mine on my finger, and I gave yours a fling. Across this lonely bedroom of our recent broken home, yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Well, I'm digging up bones, I'm digging up bones. Doing things that's better left alone. Well, I'm resurrected memories of love that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Bob played his guitar on the hardest side of town, where it's hard for a poor boy to find the money. He had dedication, he had the heart and soul. The man you was born to play. And people say get a real job, support your family. There's no future in the road you're taking. Never said a word. The dreamer just kept on. Yeah. Late at night you could hear him say, he play. I'm gonna be somebody. I've almost filled this bucket up again. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. Well, I'm gonna be somebody someday. You can bet your hard-earned dollar I will. The road was a struggle to continue to the top. I was number one on the stage and radio. I can't believe how people come from miles around. Hear that dirt? Man, when it seemed like only yesterday, you'd say, well, I'm gonna be somebody. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. Well, I'm gonna be somebody someday. You can bet your hard-earned dollar I will. You know I will, yeah. Well, I'm gonna be somebody. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. Well, I'm gonna be somebody someday. You can bet your hard-earned dollar I will. You can bet your hard-earned dollar I will. Woo! I was waiting for you to move to side before we ran into the ants again. Yeah, they're right there. Shit, dude, I tell you what, I'm starving to death. I'm about to fill this bucket up again. I may stop right here and let these 10 squares set in and see how this feels on my pec for the rest of the day. I'm trying to do most of the pushing down with my left hand, of course, but still, you know how it is. You don't feel how zapped you are as you're doing it. It's always later in the day, sometimes the next morning. So with this being the first digging, like real dig, now back there, you know, I've been turning that dirt up, but that dirt's already been worked up. So I mean, dude, you can just do it pretty much effortlessly, but having to like really break this fresh soil up like I'm doing right now that's hard at the top, that hasn't been broken up yet. Yeah, I may need to be wise here and see how my body's going to react to doing this. Because it ain't been that many holes, but I've been out here digging now for over an hour, I know. Now, I ain't been going that hard. I've been taking it easy on purpose. Like, I ain't trying to overdo it here. But, I mean, to be honest, I was hoping to get a little bit more progress done than this. But, hey, I'm fine with this. If this is where I get to today, this is where I get to today. You know what I mean? Yeah, this bucket is completely full already again. Look at that bucket. And that's the same bucket that I just dumped here just a second ago. Okay. Leave that right there. Oh! Let's walk down through here and take a peek and see if I see anything just jumping out at me that I need to pick. Cleaned them cucumbers off yesterday. Screw that needs to be picked today. Let me peek at these tomatoes here as well. I got so many tomatoes inside, I may let these tomatoes stay all on the vine another day. I think that's exactly what I am going to do. That top layer of soil and grass roots and everything else compacted sounds good and solid. Oh yeah, it was, dude. You see I got 10 of the 12 done. You can see how they're all a little bit deeper than the outside, how I like to get it there. Definitely not been laid up again last time, and don't need that again in recovery especially. You ain't kidding. Hell, I wouldn't have never done that to me last time if I'd have known it was getting overworked that bad. I never thought the weed eating would have done that to me. But like I always said to y'all, that wasn't normal weed eating that I was down here doing. All right. All I brought. Whew. Damn, 9:42. Probably got started, what, about 7:30? I've probably been out here over 2 hours, I'd say. Not that many squares to have gotten worked up in that amount of time, really. But again, it wasn't like I was out here giving it the damn gusto. Yeah, Josh, that's the last thing I want to happen, is to get damn laid up like that again, for sure. Hopefully Charlie will have our new monkey bars ready here one day soon. He's been communicating well with me over the past few weeks, and then as soon as he finishes getting them fabricated, we'll just have to get them powder coated, and then we will be ready to get them installed. We had a lot of conversation while digging through. Yeah, I know I was talking a lot today, but I didn't get to talk much yesterday. So thanks again to you and everybody else that has commented. I appreciate all of you tuning in, just like always. I appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you in any of the comments you decide to comment on, or any of my other videos. I'll try to always reply back to you. And guys, I can't wait to talk to each of you inside that next video. We'll see you.